From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Saints much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 31, Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Chubb running right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
This up past the 45 to the 47. Give left side here for Nwangu. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there on 3rd and long. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll bring up 4th down. They want. Getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And This is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. Fighting him off. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Out to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11 now.
Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Mariota. They'll get this to Nwangu. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To the air again. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tua now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Following the penalty, Chubb. And some room to run now. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run again with Logan. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux, but that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Logan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mariota. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, 40 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, here's Chubb again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Drops it off for Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. Touchdown. Will Fuller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
Under 10, 10. 1.
Mariota will look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Patriots. Pretty sensational one-handed catch, and for a tight end, he's got really good hands.
One of the things that we've seen continue to develop is how hard guys work on making one-handed catches. Because back in the day, generation before, you never even practiced it because that was kind of being a hot dog, right? Nowadays, it's another way to make a play.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Logan. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. Green Jets.
Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Tua to throw.
And Cook has it, left side.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now In this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated